Chris's availability tomorrow?
He should be ready to go tomorrow.
Play as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
So our last game, we had a DJ at halftime who was trolling you. He's making fun of your snippet where you're saying that it was really loud like a South Beach club.
I trust me, I know. I had about 100 people send me the tweet. So yeah,
So
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, because
Yeah.
as it was playing, we all were like, whose voice is that? They're like, it's Steve Kerr. How do you feel about that? Or the game had nothing to do with y'all, but how do you feel that he was trolling you?
I think it's hilarious. I love it. We're in the entertainment business, and stuff like that is great. I mean, it's we're. So I may have to respond with something of my own. We'll see what that is.
Blast some music tomorrow.
I don't know. We'll see. I got to have something ready.
How loud do you expect it to be tomorrow, given what you?
Well, given the game atmosphere last time with the South Beach club music, I'm expecting it to be even more techno, even louder. Our timeouts, we may not be able to actually even hold a timeout. So I'll just tell the guys, go get them, and we'll see what happens.
Did you like the remix? You said
I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, it's great.
More like Ibiza club vibes tomorrow than South
What's that?
Beach. More like
Ibiza club
right,
vibe?
Yeah.
I hope, because that's really where I like to hang out in the summers.
Makes sense.
How much did you feel like you accomplished these last 2 days?
It was great. Yeah, really unusual to have this kind of time for practice. So we had 2 great days, and it's been a good weekend. A few days here in Phoenix, a lot of bonding. Had a great staff dinner last night. I know the players have gone out a couple nights, so hopefully they'll be ready to go tomorrow.
I wasn't in Oklahoma, so I apologize if you talked about this before.
I noticed you took that game off. You're getting soft. You used to be an everyday player, and all of a sudden you're turning into a utility person.
I know. So he's gonna get this. My 65 game limit. I'll still hit it though.
All right. Fair.
But before the Oklahoma game, you were talking about rotations and lineup changes and stuff. Just based on what you saw in OKC against the Thunder, ride this out, or is it still something of we need to continue?
We have to consider everything. At 10 and 12, losing a lot of close games, we have to consider everything. And so there's that's always an opportunity. There's always an opportunity to make some changes as a team if you feel like that's what you have to do. But we're also showing a lot of good things. We're getting leads on the road against good teams every night. So we know we can play at a high level, but it's about sustaining it. But whatever we have to do as a coaching staff to try to sustain those efforts, that's what we have to do. So we'll see.
Kuminga last game had 12 rebounds, 24 points. What did you like, especially from his performance?
I just love the last 2 games he's been around the rim. And, it's one of the things we've been trying to, help him with is really leveraging his athleticism, his power, his strength by getting closer to the rim and rolling rather than popping, relying more on the force of his cuts and working out of the dunker spot, making himself available so he can catch and go right up and finish. 2 games ago he went 6 for 6. I think all 6 buckets were in the paint. So if he can establish his game near the rim, now that softens everything up and he can play more on the perimeter. But as a young player, he really fashions himself as kind of a 3-man who's going to do everything. We feel like he needs to establish that power game inside and the finishing, and he's done that the last 2 games, and that's going to get him more playing time.
You mentioned that it kind of softens things up when he gets to the rim. How do you think that can sort of help you guys loosen up offensively if he's doing that?
Well, we don't have, a lot of force at the rim. Our bigs are, with Draymond and Loon, are more dribble handoff guys and passers out of the post. And so if we can get easy buckets, from JK and also from Wiggs, attacking the rim, getting downhill, getting dunks, it just balances out our offense.
You mentioned if he does that, he can get more playing time. 2 games ago, he was, started it out of the rotation. Has he done enough the last 2 games, even with?
Yeah. He's really responded well the last couple of weeks to, and we've talked to all of our young guys about this. before it even happened, I talked to Moses and J.K. Once we were fully healthy, we had everyone available. Somebody was going to be left out of the rotation, and part of that is how do you respond? That's a big part of being a pro. How do you respond to the adversity? And I think Moses and J.K. have both responded beautifully. They understood, and then when they got their opportunity, they really took advantage of it, and that's what you're looking for. So, both guys will be in the rotation for sure.
How do you like the way the closing lineups look the last two games? That's been J.K., I think, in place of Looney from starters. How does that combo sort of fit in your mind?
Well, it's looked pretty good. I mean, the 2 games ago especially, J.K. had some of those finishes that we needed desperately. Last game, obviously, we had the game won, but didn't handle the last 3-point shot well. But it's definitely a combination we can go to. But every game's different, so it's not as simple as, all right, that's our closing lineup. So we have to play it game by game.
You made it seem like you prefer to play 9, but you're willing to go 10. Have you sort of, is that still flexible game to game, or are you locked into 9 or 10?
It's flexible game by game. I mean, the hard part comes when Gary comes back and we're fully healthy, and we have, like I said, 11, 12 guys who have every right to be in the lineup, and you just can't do that. You can't play 11 or 12 guys, and so no matter what I do, you guys are going to have a question for me after the game. Why didn't you play so and so?
We have a role.
So this is how it works, and this, so we, what you're hoping is that it really sorts itself out, but it's hard for that to happen because got a lot of worthy people who, have earned playing time.